On May 19, 2018, the world watched as Meghan Markle walked down the aisle of St. George's Chapel to marry Prince Harry, a moment that promised a modern fairy tale. Yet, beneath the glittering surface of this global spectacle, a revelation uncovered in 2025 by royal commentator Neil Sean has sent shockwaves through royal circles. Meghan requested that Prince William, the future king, escort her down the aisle instead of her father, Thomas Markle, or King Charles. This bold move, met with stunned silence in the palace, was no mere logistical fix but a calculated bid for power, exposing Meghan's ambition to claim the heart of the monarchy's spotlight. Far from a fleeting wedding whim, this request ignited tensions that would unravel Harry's royal ties, fuel a rivalry with Catherine, Princess of Wales, and foreshadow the Sussexes' dramatic fall from grace. This article explores the audacity of Meghan's gambit, its ripple effects on the royal family, and the stark contrast with William and Catherine's steadfast legacy, revealing a saga of ambition, betrayal, and a monarchy redefined. In the spring of 2018, as preparations for Meghan and Harry's wedding reached fever pitch, a crisis loomed. Thomas Markle, Meghan's father, was caught staging paparazzi photos for profit, casting doubt on his role in the ceremony. The palace scrambled to manage the fallout, expecting Meghan to turn to King Charles, then Prince of Wales, to walk her down the aisle. Instead, Meghan dropped a bombshell that left courtiers reeling. She wanted Prince William, Harry's older brother, and second in line to the throne, to escort her into St. George's Chapel. Neil Sean, a seasoned royal commentator, revealed in 2025 that this request, made weeks before the wedding, was met with absolute disbelief among aides. One insider confided, "It wasn't about filling a gap, it felt like a statement, a grab for the monarchy's prestige." The audacity of the request was staggering. William, the future king, carried a symbolic weight that would align Meghan not just with Harry, the spare, but with the very core of the royal hierarchy. By choosing him over Charles, Meghan aimed to project herself as a central figure in the monarchy's future, a move that transcended wedding protocol and hinted at deeper ambitions. The palace, wary of Meghan's rapid ascent, she had met Harry only 2 years prior, saw it as a power play. William, ever diplomatic, declined politely, citing his role as Harry's best man, and Charles stepped in, escorting Meghan for part of the aisle. But the incident lingered, a quiet spark that would ignite years of tension. Prince William's doubts about Meghan predated the wedding, rooted in his protective instincts for both his brother and the monarchy. In 2016, when Harry introduced Meghan, an American actress known for Suits, William urged caution. Having witnessed his mother, Diana, struggle under the royal spotlight, William knew the institution's demands could crush outsiders unprepared for its scrutiny. He advised Harry to take it slow, citing Meghan's unfamiliarity with royal protocol and the media's relentless gaze. Harry, intoxicated by love and eager to defy the establishment, bristled at the suggestion, perceiving it as jealousy or snobbery. Their bond, once forged through shared grief over Diana's death, began to fracture. The aisle request crystallized William's concerns. Royal biographer Philip Dampier noted, "William saw it as Meghan angling for a status she hadn't earned. It wasn't about family, it was about branding herself as a power player." William's unease grew as Meghan's integration into royal life accelerated. An engagement announced in November 2017, a wedding planned in 6 months, and a public persona that radiated Hollywood polish. Reports of early friction emerged, with Meghan clashing with staff over protocol and expressing frustration at her secondary role to Catherine, the future queen. William, shaped by years of navigating royal politics, recognized a pattern. Meghan wasn't here to adapt, she wanted to dominate. Meghan's request to William was no isolated act but a window into her relentless ambition to reshape the monarchy in her image. From her whirlwind courtship to her meticulously staged wedding, watched by 1.9 billion people, she crafted a narrative of empowerment and modernity. Her Givenchy gown, designed by Claire Waite Keller, and a guest list featuring Oprah Winfrey and George Clooney, signaled a global star, not a deferential royal. Yet, the monarchy's rigid hierarchy, where Catherine and William held precedence, clashed with her vision of leadership. Dampier observed, Meghan saw the royal family as a platform to outshine, not a duty to uphold. The Isle request was her first move to claim the crown's aura. Meghan's rivalry with Catherine, Princess of Wales, became a defining undercurrent. Catherine, with her understated grace and commitment to causes like early childhood development, embodied the monarchy's quiet strength. Meghan, by contrast, sought the spotlight, launching high-profile initiatives and commanding media attention. Insiders reported Meghan's irritation at being outranked, a sentiment that surfaced in her 2022 Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan, where a mock curtsy mocked royal protocol. The Isle request, in retrospect, revealed a deeper motive. Meghan wanted proximity to William's power, not just Harry's love, positioning herself as a rival to Catherine's future queenship. Meghan's ambition extended beyond the palace. Her 2020 exit from royal duties, dubbed Megxit, was framed as a quest for freedom. But critics like Dampier argue it was a strategic pivot to a global media empire. The Sussexes signed a $100 million Netflix deal, a $20 million Spotify contract, and published Harry's memoir Spare, which earned millions but severed family ties. Meghan's American Riviera Orchard, launched in 2024, aimed to rival lifestyle brands like Goop, but legal disputes and no tangible products stalled its momentum. These ventures, while bold, leaned heavily on their royal connection, reinforcing perceptions that Meghan used the monarchy as a stepping stone. By July 2025, Meghan and Harry's post-royal empire is crumbling under financial and reputational strain. Their $14.65 million Montecito mansion carries a $9.5 million mortgage, with monthly payments of $50,000, $100,000, while security costs run $3 million annually. Their Netflix deal, set to expire in September 2025, won't be renewed, with Love, Meghan garnering only 5.3 million views, 383rd globally, and Polo, a mere 500,000 views, 3,436th. Spotify's Archetypes ended after one season, with minimal listens, and Archewell's income dropped from $5.8 million to $4.4 million, with over 24 staff departures signaling internal chaos. Harry, once a beloved prince known for his military service and Invictus Games, is now isolated. Stripped of his honorary military titles and patronages, he navigates a California life far from the royal fold. His public appearances draw criticism, and his memoirs' revelations accusing William of physical altercations and Charles of emotional neglect have alienated his family. Meghan's strained relationships, from her estranged father to her sidelined friend, Jessica Mulroney, mirror this isolation, reinforcing a pattern of burning bridges when challenged. In stark contrast, William and Catherine embody the monarchy's resilience. Living at Adelaide Cottage near Windsor, they raise their 3 children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, with a blend of normalcy and duty. William's Earthshot Prize, launched to combat climate change, has earned global acclaim, while Catherine's early childhood work, including the 2025 launch of a mental health initiative, resonates deeply. Their appearance at a July 2025 state banquet for President Emmanuel Macron, with Catherine in a sapphire Givenchy gown and William delivering a poised speech, projected unity and strength. William's restraint in the face of Harry's public attacks underscores his leadership. Despite Spare's allegations, he has remained silent, focusing on his role as Prince of Wales. Catherine's grace, especially after her 2024 cancer diagnosis, has cemented her as a public favorite, with a 2025 poll showing 92% approval among 5,432 respondents. Their partnership contrasts with Meghan's rivalry, highlighting why William's early caution was justified. The monarchy thrives on service, not self-promotion. Meghan Markle's shocking request for Prince William to walk her down the aisle was a defining moment, a bold gambit that revealed her hunger for the monarchy's ultimate power. Met with stunned silence in 2018, it foreshadowed the unraveling of her and Harry's royal dream, now a mirage of failed ventures and fading relevance in 2025. William's prescient caution, rooted in a deep understanding of the crown's weight, proved prophetic, as Meghan's rivalry with Catherine and clash with royal protocol led to her exit. As William and Catherine steer the monarchy with grace, and Charles cements their legacy, Meghan's Isle request stands as a haunting symbol of ambition overreached. The Sussexes, stranded in Montecito, face a stark truth. The crown endures not through spotlight but through sacrifice, a lesson Meghan learned too late. Their story, once a fairy tale, is now a cautionary tale of a couple who aimed for the throne but lost their place in history.